channel. I hope everyone is like moisturized and like hydrated and like ready for the summer. I don't know. It's like beautiful weather in New York, and it was an instant mood lifter. Like I was down and now I'm like, what's up? I'm not going nowhere. I'm not doing nothing. But my mood is better. Okay. My sinuses are all over the place. That is what is not good. So grab you a cup of coffee. I have mine here, and let's get into these 3 books that I read over the weekend. Let's do it together, okay? Take a sip. We are now ready. So the first book that I read over the weekend was Lawe by Dreia Huffington. And y'all, I don't know what Gray has in those writing fingers and that brain of hers, but every time she releases a book, nothing but 4.5 and higher. Like, stop this. Is it crack? Is that what it is? Because I haven't read anything by this author that I don't love. Like, I mean, seriously, like, I love her books. If you have not picked up a Dreia Huffington book, what is you doing, baby? Pick up a book. Oh, okay. So Lawe is one of the twins, and we met him and his brother in the Eisenberg series because their father, Liam, had 2 children outside of his marriage that he nor his wife knew about, but they have been received with love, and this is Lawe's book. And let's just say, Lawe is unhinged. Yeah, he's fine. He has big dick energy, and he's unhinged. And you know, a part of me really appreciated his kind of crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think in life, we have to decide who's crazy we like and who's crazy we don't like. Lawe's crazy, I'm signing up for it. And so did Clue, because, baby, Clue was about her bag, okay? Minding her business, and wanted nothing to do with Lawe. She was like, no, leave me alone. They sleep together, never see each other again. But you know, in a romance book, their paths are gonna cross again, okay? And it just turned his ticky on. Like, he was like, oh, you thought I wasn't gonna see you again. Here I am. And y'all, Clue could not get rid of this man in like the best way possible. Like, it turns out like she's related to like one of his, or she's the sister or the cousin of someone he like knows familiar, like family wise. And like, I don't want to give too much of it away because it was so smartly written, but here is my what you need to do. Buy Lawe by Dreia Huffington, put it on your list of must reads, and let's move on to the second book that I read. Y'all know I don't like giving away too much of the book. It's just my excitement I want y'all to feel, so you'll go read it, okay? So the second book that I read this weekend was Going Down Smooth by Miss Dreia Wells. Y'all, Dreia hit me up in my DMs and was like, you want to read my book? I was like, absolutely. What? Because your books be good. And so I felt so honored that she would be like, do you want to read it? Yes, I do. Can I read it right now? I can read it today. Great. So, and it just came out last week. So it was like, oh, so Going Down Smooth is an Omegaverse novel. I knew nothing about the Omegaverse. Just want to preface what I'm about to say. I knew nothing. So I'm Googling it as she's sending me the book. Like, what is that? What? Okay. So basically, summing it up, the humans in the Omegaverse have like animalistic traits. So you have alphas, betas, and omegas. And the alphas are like the dominant leaders, but they get the most respect because your social status and the respect level is tied to if you're an alpha, a beta, or an omega. Betas are not subservient, but secondary to alphas. They get a little bit more respect than an omega, but not much. I mean, honestly, I didn't feel like they was real respected, but they felt like they was real important and respected. And then you have the omegas who are more like breeders. I hope I'm saying that right. But that's what it felt like to me. It felt like they were a subclass, like they did not get a lot of respect, and they were expected to be quiet, serve, and breed. Our main character is an omega. who she did not present as an Omega until late, but they thought she was going to be an Alpha. And so she was very disappointed, and she ends up like running away from her pack and her family. It has to come back because her father has passed and he has left everything to her, which is unheard of in the Omegaverse because she is an Omega. Therefore, she is not supposed to be in leadership. She's not supposed to be taken seriously. She's supposed to be quiet and breathe. Here's another author. Crack in the fingertips, the brain, the imagination, all of the things. This book was sexy, interesting, and like nothing I've ever read before. It had the nerve to end on a cliffhanger. You know, I could not. A cliffhanger had the nerve to end. Dreia, don't do this to us, girl, especially when the book not coming out until September. What? I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was so good. So if you're looking for something new, it is a reverse harem and it is in the Omegaverse. Google it. I don't know. But it's Going Down Smooth by Dreia Wells. That was the second book that I read. Okay, so the third book that I read, and shout out to this author because Monica Walters, I had a flub on Twitter, y'all. Like, I just be writing, like, and I have to be more like conscientious of making sure I spell check and making sure I double check who I'm tagging and what, because y'all, why did I tag Monica talking about Law by Great Huffington? And she was so gracious about it. She was like, no, but Jungle is that guy. And I was like, oh shoot, I'm also reading a book this weekend. My bad. Charges to my mind and my heart. And she was so sweet. And so I really appreciate that. And I just love, like, in the book talk community, this is a tangent, but book talk, book Twitter, and Bookstagram, these authors really be responding and talking to people. And I love that because I feel like I'm talking to superstars every day. Like, especially the Black indie authors. I'd be like, hey, y'all, I'm such a fangirl. And I'm so, like, socially awkward. And so when people respond to me, I get so excited. I'll be like, oh my God. Talking to me. But shout out to Monica Walters. I did read her book this weekend as well, Where You Should Be, which is a part of the Babe Wrote series. It's book number 13, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is the Babe Wrote family book number 13, and it follows Jungle. And he as well was unhinged. What is with me, like, loving unhinged men in books? And when I say unhinged, I mean like protective, very serious about pursuing the woman that they are pursuing in these books, talking the talk and walking the walk, right? And I think in real life, outside of book life, in real life, the ability to pursue and to stand on your word and to say what you mean what you say, all the things, that is beyond attractive to me, because I think that so often people say things that they don't mean, they don't show up in the way that they're supposed to. Okay? So to have these characters written how they're written by Black women, I think it is a reflection of that which we would like to see more of. But it is what it is, right? So getting back to the book. Jungle is a kingpin, and he has inherited this role in his life from his family, who met a dark demise. That's what we'll say. His love interest is Janetta, but drop that name, that's her dead name, to Chelsea, because she too had a very traumatic start to life and all of the things, right? And so these two were, it wasn't a trauma bond, but it was a trauma bond. They bonded out of trauma. Chelsea needing like security and protection, and Jungle needing someone to protect and love on, right? And so they have this secret kind of affection and affinity for each other, because Chelsea is also one of his good friends' younger sister. And so it's kind of difficult. And I think there's like a 10-year age gap. But they form this very pure love for each other as friends who protect and love each other. But, you know, it starts going like, I love you. I love you. You know what I mean? And so that was beautiful to watch. But what I wasn't expecting, the unexpected, someone from a few books back had an evil arc. And I don't want to give up too much, but basically Chelsea had a child. Someone in the Beirut family has adopted said child, but the child was taken away from her in a way that I don't want to give up. But one of the other characters who we thought was a good guy has like an evil arc. Oh, Monica, you didn't have to do me that, because I really wasn't expecting that from that person, okay? So this book gave me a lot of anxiety, because it's also like what is about to happen? This family dynamic is not supposed to be what it is, and it was intense. But as always, and like I've said with all of Monica Walters' books in the Beirut family series, because this is number 13, each book is so different from the last. And I thoroughly appreciate that, because it's like, after 13 books, this could get repetitive. It did not. It did not. And I appreciate the curveball. I was up until like 2 a.m. reading this book. I gave this one 4.5 stars. Monica, you did that, and I appreciate it. That is a wrap on my weekend reading update. I just wanted to hop on here and tell y'all that I read 3 books. It was lit. And they were Where You Should Be by Monica Walters, Going Down Smooth by Dreia Wells, and Lawe by Huffington. I hope that you will check out these books, check out these amazing authors and their catalogs, because these 3 have catalogs. Go check them out. This is all I'm saying. But hope you have a wonderful week. It is Monday. I'm giving you my wrap up. So I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope that you are finding peace and joy in the little things in life. And until next time, you guys, take care. Bye.